Hi, this is Carrie Mubarak at wooingnature.life, and this is the full moon view for July 5th. So we are approaching yet another eclipse. This is a lunar eclipse. The last one was a solar eclipse that came in on the new moon. So we have been eclipsing in July, and what that means is that there is a boost or a burst of energy that's coming through right now. I'm working on my computer, so if I'm looking up and looking down, that's what's going on. So this moon is in 13 degrees Capricorn. So we have another little lineup happening right now with Capricorn, similar to the one that we had in December, with, of course, some changes. So we had a lineup of planets in Capricorn in December. We had Capricorn, Saturn moving on through Capricorn to Aquarius. But now Saturn is retrograding and it's going back into Capricorn again. And simultaneously we're having a full moon that is coming in the sign of Capricorn. And it is an eclipse, and it is in the month of July. So some changes are taking place. These changes are for stability because, again, when we're talking about Capricorn ruled by Saturn, Saturn rules stability. It rules responsibility, taking responsibility for yourself, looking at where your commitments are. It is about making sure that you have crossed all your T's and dotted all of your I's in your personal life. And then with this moon, again, in the 13 degrees of Capricorn, this moon is about etching things in stone, putting things in stone, making it solid. So when you etch something in stone, you are saying, this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to operate from this point forward. If things come in to distract me from my goals, my personal goals, and these are overarching goals. These are not, what you're going to do. This is not your 1 year, 5 year, 10-year plan. This is really about you. It's about reestablishing a new order for yourself. So people talked about the New World Order. Oh, this is the New World Order. The New World Order is an order that you're going to keep within yourself. It's your order. It's personal. And that is so that other people can't sway you, so other people can't dissuade you, so that people can't get you off your course and off your thinking. So the experiences that we've been having over the last few months, to me, are more or less about you being able to see yourself clearly, to take off all of the layers, the busyness, the ripping and the running, the life activities or living experiences, and they're not bad, but it can be a distraction from what is really important to you. And so these last few months has been about stripping away all the layers, whether it's you're going out to eat less, or you're going to the movies less, or you're not hanging out with your friends, or you're not going to the club, and all of that stuff that you had been doing that you weren't able to do caused you to go in. And then literally we were not able to go out, so you had to go in. So going in physically for a lot of us meant going in emotionally, going in spiritually, going in mentally, and then the going in helped us to understand ourselves a little better. And that always happens when you have to be still. The word says to be still and know. And so being still, whether it's through meditation, prayer, just being silent, being pulled out of regular society like it's been done collectively, then that ultimately is allowing us to go in and get the information that we need, so that we know what we're doing, right? So that alignment can happen, so that you can become aligned with your spirit, and so that your spirit and your actions and your thoughts and your words are all in synchronicity. And that's what really makes manifestation happen. If you're trying to manifest something, and the full moon is usually a time when people are thinking about manifestation, then the lineup has to be there. So if you've been trying to manifest something and it's not clicking, it's not happening, then you need to look at your alignment: thoughts, words, actions, and then deep emotional issues that may exist in you that are subconsciously pushing you in a certain direction, perhaps the direction that you have already been in. So stagnation means you come full circle and you're at that same precipice again, and you can't get off the wheel, right? So you need to be able to see where your subconscious leanings or your deep patterns, deep patterning and deep pattern thinking is getting in the way of that. But anyway, so getting back to the full moon. The full moon is looking at what's basic, what's stable, and what's true. And I'm pulling this right from jamesburgess.com, which is about the Sabian symbolism for the degree status of a sign. Okay, you can go and look that up, and I'll remind myself to put that in the description box so you can go and take a look at it yourself. But Capricorn in this degree is about what's basic, what's stable, and what's true for you. That's the starting point of manifestation. Knowing what's you, what's worked for you, what hasn't changed about you, and then accepting it without any kind of judgment, which that's what acceptance is. Acceptance is when you own something without any kind of judgment. And so accepting that truth of yourself, accepting what is core to your being, what your core principles are, what your core values are. And if you want to know what those are, then you have to look at what you attend to, what inspires you, what fires you up. Because sometimes what fires you up will tell you what's in your core being too. That's why I said you can't have any judgment, or you don't want to have the judgment piece, because sometimes something that angers you tells you something about who you are. But if you're judging the anger, you won't allow yourself a chance to go in and see what the anger stems from or what it's really about. And then when you see what it's really about, then you see an aspect of yourself that really should be, may need to be respected or honored, or you need to act upon it in a different way. You know, a lot of times people are very angry about what's going on in politics, and it incites them. You say, well, why do you get so upset about it? It's not something you can control. But if it incites you, then there's something about it that bothers you to your core. And if it bothers you to your core, then that goes to your core values, something that you feel very strongly about, that doesn't go away. So you want to look at that. You want to look at the certain aspects of your life here that says that are not subject to whims and fantasies, popularity, or fashion, but that withstand the test of time. And so for some of you all, you are going to be looking at this from a very broad perspective. And the reason why you're doing that is because your calling or your vocation or your assignment is related to that thing, whatever that is. And so it's pointing you in the direction, it's giving you that push that you need in order to align yourself with what it is that you truly are purposed to do. Because see, it doesn't mean anything for you to sit in ritual or go to the full moon or sit around in a circle at the new moon if you don't have any idea about who you are and what your purpose is. You know, it's no need in doing it. And that's why I do the new moon and full moon view, because the focus of the full moon or the energy of the full moon will tell you whether or not, you know, okay, well, this isn't something that I need to focus on, because I already know, I'm already clear. So all you're doing for the full moon is just reaffirming. Whereas, and there may be somebody else out there who is paying attention to the fads or paying attention to what's in vogue or what's in fashion and trying to follow that instead of trying to follow what their true spirit is calling them to do. So this is a time during the full moon for you to get the focus. So allowing the full moon energy to be a reason or to inspire you or to fuel you to start thinking about, what is it that I need to do? What is it that my soul is drawing me to do? Because I'm going to tell you something. If you're following what everybody else is doing, you're going to be unhappy. If the thing that you're following is not in alignment with who you are, you're going to end up being unhappy. And people have done great things, magnificent things, gone all over the world, seen all kinds of things, met all kinds of people, unhappy as hell because they're not following their true path. They're not following the thing that is core and vital to them. And so then the stability falls away, and then nobody likes to feel insecure and unstable. Nobody wants to feel that. So this is you putting down your solid. This is like making your claim, stating your claim. This is where you are moving forward. This is what you can expect from me moving forward. You know what? I'm not the type of person who can tolerate a whole lot of drama, a whole lot of chaos. Now, if heretofore I've been dealing with chaos, trying to manage chaos, trying to, get some sleep at night, but I can't because I'm stressed out. I got tension up in here because it's drama all around me, because I keep putting myself in the drama, or because I keep allowing the drama to come around me and I don't put the drama out the house, or I don't say, hey, don't come to me with that today because I'm not feeling it, then you have to again look at what's working for you. Well, this ain't working for me. I'm not sleeping at night because of your drama. I'm not able to have peace in my own home because of your drama. So something gotta go. Somebody has to go, or it has to go. And then now you're starting to act upon who you are in yourself. You're starting to put the actions on to how it is that you want to live. And that's very surface. That's a real surface explanation. It can go deeper than that, because it does go deeper than that. It goes to your core values. So if you say this is what's important to me, then that's your focus. If somebody offers you a job and you're like, that sounds all fine, well and good, but something about it doesn't click with me because of this, and that, you're following your intuition. You're following your spirit is guiding you. And you are being obedient to the spirit and not being obedient to what somebody might be flashing in front of your eyes. That's nothing but a distraction. You got to be able to see through all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because I can see, even though this is going on right here, I can see right through it because I'm not looking at this. You can't get distracted right now. And so this is to help with that. So if you've been feeling distracted, the full moon this time will be a good time for you to lay down some foundations and some rules for yourself. Internal laws is what I'm calling it. New rules for yourself. Okay? And when you set down the rules for yourself, then the next set of work is making sure that you adhere to them and that you make sure that other people adhere to them as well. And that goes along with your boundary setting. So do you see how this all kind of ties together? I hope I'm explaining it in such a way that it helps you understand how it all ties together. Because see, when you are in alignment with yourself, then everybody else and everything else that's going on, you already know how to handle it. You don't have to try to figure out how to handle it. You don't have to be all perplexed by what everybody else is doing and everything else that's going on, because you know how you're going to conduct yourself based on what you know yourself to be and who you know yourself to be. And it all goes back to Capricorn, the moon in Capricorn in the 13th degree, saying what is basic, what is stable, and what is true. What are the basics? What is the most important thing? What represents stability to you? Where is your stability? Where does your stability lie? When do you feel stable? Under what circumstances do you feel stable? Do you feel stable right now? Or are you feeling unstable? And if you're feeling unstable, then you got to start to think about What is it that's going to make me feel the stability that I need? Because your stability is not necessarily about your paycheck or your job, because those things can change at any time. You got to know what makes you feel secure inside, so that whatever is going on outside is not a distraction. And then, of course, the last thing is what is true. So this is the general feel for the full moon right now. If you want to take a look at some of the other aspects of the moon, go and take a look at it online. You can Google it. You can find out what's happening as far as the subtle aspects that are going on. But just so that you will understand what the core focus is for right now, what energy this moon is bringing to the table, so that you can tap into it and utilize it to energize yourself toward meeting your own personal or professional goals. As always, I hope you have a great day. I hope that you are having a wonderful life, and I hope that your new moon brings you all of the love and the blessings and the energy that you can use right now. Have a great day. Have a wonderful life.